Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm Serious JG. So I saved, went back in, and the very next time I tried to talk to Odine to play a game of cards, I had apparently failed to engage with the Let's Mix rules, and it just wore off. But the trade rules here are Elemental, which isn't that bad, and All, which is actually really good if other rules don't prevent you from winning the game. So, the main thing was that they don't have the open rule, which means you can't see your opponent's cards. But that only really matters in games where, like, you've got better... You're never going to play somebody whose cards are as good as yours at this point in the game if you've been getting all of the character cards. So what screws you up is the random rule, where you don't get to pick your cards. The plus rule does some weird stuff sometimes. But random is the most terrible one. So really... As long as random isn't in effect, you can usually be okay. And we won the ward card. And I was running around just looking at the city and realized, I should be doing that on screen. But yeah, so we got the ward card. So now it's presumably Kuros, Laguna, Irvine, and Squall that we have left to get. Irvine, I'm pretty sure, is from the Card Queen quest, and I believe these two were too. But then again, I thought Ward was, and it's not, so what do I know? But the ward card, unfortunately, we'll probably never see it in game because I'm not going to... I just grab the whatever cards they tell me are the most powerful, which is these ones. So eventually, someday we will get... If we get Irvine before we get Squall, Kaitis will be knocked out by Irvine. And if we get... I don't know why the girls come... No, Renoa comes after the boys. I don't know if there's a logic to this... to the order of those cards, but yeah, once we get Squall, our hand will always be Squall, Cypher, Aide, Renoa, Zell. The one screen that we saw a screen where he had a guy walking back and forth, and then he kind of made an exclamation and then ran off screen. We found him talking to somebody else on, because that was kind of an overpass and there was an underpass underneath. And he was talking to somebody on the underpass who was saying, I thought we agreed to meet here. I know this place is so confusing. So that was the zany little piece there. And that was the one thing I saw before. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to keep exploring the city, I should let you guys see too. But we're not encountering a lot of things that are like that important. I'm on break now. How do you like your city? It's difficult at time because the president is hardly ever in. The air station is over here, apparently. The air station is temporarily closed. I told you. Get out. So there will be a plot event later where we need to navigate this place with a timer, and that's kind of what... The reason this place is so confusing is because it will be like a game challenge later on to try to make your way through it without getting lost. Riki Tiki Tabi. Is Riki the dog? Okay, whatever, I don't know what's going on. Now I have to patrol the outside. So there's a lot of screens like this where there's... Where the hell am I? Oh. I thought we were at the bottom. Like, there's one screen in particular I remember seeing with some stairs leading up that we never explored. It's over here somewhere, maybe? You know, there's the two people who were like, I'm sorry, this place is so confusing. I thought we were going to meet here. Yep, see? Isn't that great that we saw that story come through to conclusion? Go to the presidential palace, but I think we were just there and... What's the difference between this and Odine's laboratory, then? Because when I try to get to Odine's laboratory... Maybe it's not Odine's laboratory I should be trying to get to. Because I came... Never mind. To Odine's laboratory by Inner Skyway. Yeah, let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything else that we can... I don't think there's anything else we need to find that's actually critical. And I think we are supposed to advance the plot and just get out of here. Without renting a car. The world looks pretty different here. Lunatic Pandora Laboratory, Esthar Sorceress Memorial, Lunar Gate, and Tears Point. Tears Point. I don't know what the earliest we can get this. I'm going to allow us to encounter monsters, but I don't think we need to be that worried about. Yeah. Apparently these monsters just show up in the streets of Esthar. I feel like we gotta turn around and go... Maybe I do need to shut off random encounters. Because we're not encountering anything new or interesting at this point. So we can all do a super quick celebration. We got some vampire fangs. Alright, I'm going to shut it off. So... is this the force field where we found... well, we can't go through it now. So force fields are cutting us off from going there. And if we were to just... scoot up the outside of Esthar City here. Yeah, it's a big-ass city. I mean, I like the fact that they're actually making it take up a decent amount of space. And the Lunatic Pandora Laboratory is where they want us to go for the story. So I'm kind of thinking about seeing if we can visit places out of order and if anything interesting will happen. Because I believe we should be able to get to the next couple places by land. It's pretty flat geography. Yeah. Here's Tears Point. Which I think will be a thing later in the story. No, we might not be able to get in. Annoying. This area is off limits. And I won't even play cards with you. Neither will I. While they're truly not real characters, so they won't even play... If they not only block you, but they won't even play cards, then that nobody put any thought into them as NPCs. Oh, that's a Sorcerer Memorial, so we can still try Lunar Gate, and then Tears Point is the one that I'd like to get to as soon as we can, because I think we may have what we need for a new Esper, but we got to go to Tears Point to summon it. These guys were really important at one point, because they were a source of... well, their drop was very useful. Make sure we get fully healed after this devastating attack. Shouldn't you be in the forests outside of Hogwarts being stalked by Voldemort as a way to bring back his immortality? Kind of unicorny. Alright. I'd forgotten to turn that on. So we don't need to come here yet either, I think. Although maybe this is what the plot wants us to do. Welcome to Lunar Gate. Our staff is waiting for you inside the complex. Oh. Actually, this probably is where the plot wants us to be then. Hold on. Here we go. Pretty scary looking place, or weird looking, or ominous music-y. There's something going on here. We found life. Why wish I had one of those? Playing Final Fantasy VIII at my age. Received Solomon Ring. Reflect found. Don't need it now. Okay, so let's do something here. There's an obscure clue in game which doesn't really translate into English in a way that's at all usable. Oh, well, actually, there's a few things we haven't. We went shopping for magazines and didn't read them. Let's read the new magazines here. We looked at Weapons Month first. What about Combat King 4. Aerial finish, different beat. The enemy can't do anything if you lift them up in the air with different beat. You can kick the enemy up in the air and keep them kicking them while they remain completely defenseless. This is really an efficient skill, so it's worthwhile to get it down. Remember, always use it for a good cause, okay? And it's kind of a counterclockwise rotation around your buttons and then up, okay? E equals 1/2 times M times V times V times E. E is energy, M is mass, V is velocity. Apparently, if you increase the velocity, the energy goes up. The skill is based on the physics equation. At a velocity near the speed of light, you can do major damage. My final heaven. Up. Yeah, it's like a... So now it's a clockwise circle plus triangle. Get the skill My Final Heaven down and check out the high-speed thrashing. Remember, always use it for a good cause, okay? Here we go. Mysterious monster death. Odell Burke, 67 of Timber, was tending to his field when he found a dead monster after hearing a loud impact sound. Mr. Burke said it occurred while he was making a fence with steel pipes. An extremely strange death. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, off-screen, we got that UFO thing again, where UFO is flying by as you go into combat. This time carrying a pyramid in its beam, and I got it while in the desert fighting those cactuars, so I forgot to mention that, as I should have done. Item hunting sounds like a daunting task, but it's true that you need items to do anything, so let's have your dog learn another trick. It's Angela Search. Your dog finds items while you are fighting. Be sure to praise your dog when she finds an item. I hate S-H-E and his/her. It's just there. It's so much simpler, whatever. Have you ever wanted to achieve a goal together with your pet? Make it come true using Wishing Star. Attack enemies together. The power of love multiplies your powers by 10 to 20 times to defeat your enemies. Try it, you'll like it. But it's a item search. Angela Search is what we need to be doing. So one of the other occult fans should have said something. Unidentified flying object. Major Marlboro outbreak. And look at this picture. This is a confidential photo of what is assumed to be a ring that summons a GF. Legend goes that it was a ring that belonged to a royal family. Its name and whereabouts are unknown. The legend says you must have 666 items to summon the GF. So the clue is you need 6 Marlboro tentacles, which are Marlboros are mentioned here. You need 6 steel pipes, which are mentioned here, and you need 6 remedy pluses, which aren't mentioned anywhere. But I believe we can't summon the GF. So what are we missing? What are we missing? Because this is something I've been waiting to get to for a bit. 6 steel pipes, 6 remedy plus, and 6 Marlboro tentacles. Okay, so let's see. I got the Solomon Ring, Remedy Plus, and Marlboro Tentacles, and Steel Pipes. I should have tons of steel pipes. Well, maybe not. Maybe I have some other type of pipe. And haven't been getting the steel ones. I don't seem to have any steel pipes. That's the problem. I don't have any steel pipes. How did I get to this situation? Oh no, I do 45. Okay, so that's not the problem. Marlboro tentacles will be over here with the... I got 6 of those. Okay. And Remedy Plus. Did I use one of those? I thought I'd made... Oh, I never made them. Okay, so there's a card ability that I need to use here. Support magic. Status magic, maybe? No, not magic. I need items. Status medicine. How do I get Remedy Plus? Hold on, it's right here. Finding 10 remedies with Alexander's med level up. I have Alexander, don't I? Med level up. Okay. So I don't have enough. Okay. We can still do this, guys. So now we got to go to the shop. Cool, we got all these Esthar shops available now. But any place that sells remedies. It's more than we needed, but whatever. And now... Even though if you know what GF is coming, you'd think you're going to have a boss fight against it like you did with Diablo, but it doesn't work that way. We're just going to get a cool new GF. You called upon me. I am Doom Train. So we get Doom Train. I shall become your ally. He just joins you. You don't fight him or anything. And he is the next GF we're supposed to get, so that works. And I've vaguely got a reason to level up off-screen again, because now we got Junk Shop. Forbidden Medicine Refinement. We can give somebody else Status Element 4. Which means that actually now we can have all characters have Status Element 4. Which would be nice, especially if I decide I need to go hunting Marlboros, although there's no great reason to do that anymore. Forbidden Medicine, I think, is one of the ones I need to cash in on some of the item drops and get stuff like, you know, Ultima Stones or whatever. So it's probably the first one I want to learn. Cool, so I was kind of hoping that we could do that now. I wasn't sure. We can. I don't care about Reflect. Not sure what that statue represents, but it's weirding me out, so let's get out of here. This place will be part of the story later. I don't know if they ever explain what all this decoration is about. Oh, we should equip... Doom Train needs to be equipped on somebody. Who doesn't currently have status ×4? Not that they get it automatically from Doom Train, but... Okay, Squall, you are the most powerful character, but you're still getting Doom Train. Doom Train's not really giving him anything at the moment. Yeah, Doom Train's not actually giving him anything right now, but eventually it will give him status defense ×4. Hell, if I actually had control... I don't know that I can get off of the Esthar continent now. But if I could, what I would probably want to do is go back and fight Cactuars and learn some of these GF abilities. I don't know when I'm getting my next GF. I do know that I forgot to switch combat off, but I just got done saying we could actually use AP again for the first time in a while. Which gives me 1 AP. 2. Okay, that's something, I guess. Alright, I switched away, obviously, switched away from the timer so I could read about that stuff. So now I got 8 minutes left to kill in the video. I guess I could shut off and counter off. Because I don't know if they want us to go to Lunatic Pandora Laboratory or Lunar Gate. It did seem like they were telling us to, above the map of Esthar. Residential Palace. Oh, there's an occult fan floor on the floor that I missed. Okay, there's a couple of I bought a couple of magazines I could have got for free if I went looking in other areas, but I think it's all fine. Shopping malls, each part of the city. No less than 5 shops can be visited, 4 of which are unique. The shops are listed in the table below. Be sure to visit each shop at least once. Shop being closed or giving a free item doesn't count. To make the shop appear in Call Shop. In Call Shop, the shops are never closed, though you can't get gifts either. What does it do with gifts? Oh. Most shops have gifts. The way the shopping mall works is that each shop has a probability of being closed if a shop is closed, and there's a random possibility of receiving a gift instead. All of the gifts are high-end recovery items, except the Rosetta Stone. Each gift can only be gotten once. There's a bunch of refinement crap. Great Plains of Esthar. We're supposed to go to Lunar Gate, not the Lunatic Pandora Laboratory. So let's try to go to Lunatic Pandora Laboratory. Although now I also feel like we need to go back to the shop, and there was a second item shop that was closed, so we could try it again. And now that I've got things to do and only 5 minutes in which to do them, we will shut off encounters. Oh, this is nice. This is where they were before. That big hunk of rock that was here, I miss it now that it's gone. It's so barren here now. We found death. The full force of death. No way we could possibly get on top of that ledge. We have to come over here. Oh, this guy followed us in. It's still standing there, but they don't do anything in there now. And the research subject moves elsewhere. I guess they move with it. Can I talk to you? Should I talk to you? And we can't go in there, so whatever. Okay. Got that Triumph music playing now, or Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Alright. Let's go back to Esthar City then, I guess. And we'll go back to the item store. Or the shopping arcade, I should say. Just doing all the little side stuff before we move on with the story. Beep. Boop. Boop. And who else were we supposed to talk to? Maybe I can get redundant copies of some of these items. Head outside the air station, talk to Presidential Aide, then return to the palace to speak to the Presidential Secretary. Okay, whatever. These are little minor things that we can do. Oh, it still says it's closed. So, I don't know how you get a day to pass, but the guide says you're supposed to go into all the shops. That you might get prizes. Cheryl's shop in particular, you're supposed to make sure you get the prize, because it's awesome. Although I've already got enough Rosetta Stones, I believe. Each shop has a possibility which varies depending on the selected shop of being closed. So maybe if we exit and then come back to a new day has passed. Well, that doesn't really make sense, but... Here you go. Receive the high potion. That's not really that great. Johnny's shop, item shop. Cheryl's shop is never open, by the way. So we just play around and try to get a gift. I said we could get a gift. Give me the gift. Well, we already saw the... I mean, I could do this off screen if I was really wanted to get it, I suppose, but... Because we've seen the little gift graphic that appears. And it's just going to tell us on the status screen at the bottom there that we got a Rosetta Stone. It's not going to be different text. So I'm actually more... oh, here you go. We finally got it. I'm more interested in getting this place to be open so that we can get it in our... Oh, we got another gift. Oh, I see. Some stores have more than one gift you can get. But how do I get the store to actually open? I'm sure I can figure that out on through a fac or something. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's do the rest of the nonsense that we need to do here. It's a presidential aide that we want to talk to. Then return to the presidential palace and speak to the presidential secretary. He will drop the occult fan. So hopefully we can figure out where the air station is. That's a highway there. Are you a presidential aide? Riki. You don't seem to be a presidential aide. Oh, here's the air station anyway. It's just so... Nobody comes here. The shopping mall's on the other side. The palace is far from here, too. I should get someone to take my place so I can play cards or something. Yeah, I deserve a break. Who should I ask? Someone who won't get bored. The air station's temporarily closed. Okay. Now return to the palace and speak to the presidential secretary in the waiting room and tell him to come relieve this guy who is bored, I guess. So this video is going long, but I intend to just be done with everything we're going to do in this town. I don't know how we're supposed to actually... There's a map that looks like it's from in-game. It's in this guide, but... When did the president collect all these? Oh my, he's been ordering books from all over the world. What should I do with them? Occult Fan 4. So now I have 2 of those, I believe. Because I bought one. Oh no, it's a new item. Oh, flying object revealed. A research on the deadly flying object has revealed that a devil left may be flying and attacking people. Another theory calls it an alien, right? Neither has been proven, but people that were attacked all owned ST full recovery medicine. So that's supposed to be your hint about Remedy Plus, although it doesn't make any freaking sense. Now the only other person we're supposed to talk to... Go to the point marked Combat King 4 man on the map. From the palace, head left twice, then right twice. What? Doesn't that mean you just came back? Talk to the soldier here. This will allow you to obtain Combat King 4 for free later. Okay, whatever. It's possible I already talked to this guy, actually, but... That stack was still there, whatever. I should have continued looking at it. Okay, so I don't know how long this video is going now, but that's the... 4 minutes over. It's not crazy long. That's the last thing we really need to take care of before I'm just kind of done with Esthar City until the plot brings us back here. So, they said left twice, then right twice. Hopefully that will make sense when we've gone left twice. Because this looks like left to me. Yes, because the camera switches and now it's right. Okay. We get run over. Oh, we find this guy is just kind of here. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. What the hell? Okay. Well, maybe that did something. It's hard to say. Well, here's the place I was looking for before, but we never went up those stairs. Now let's just get the hell out of here. And the story will advance when we actually go to Lunar... whatever. The Lunar thingy place, McGee. Sorry. I'm afraid if I try to go to bed early, I'm not going to be able to sleep because I didn't end up going out and walking today. Just kind of hung around and being all lazy. So even though I'm yawning like crazy, I feel like once I actually try to get to sleep, I'll suddenly be like wide awake. Well, anyways, save it. And when we come back next time, guys, we've planted the seeds to get a free Combat King, even though I believe we already bought it. We got another occult fan. We did everything the FAQ wanted us to do, other than get Johnny's shop to be open. So maybe I'll quick check online. How do you get shops? How do you get a day to pass so shops will open? And other than that, I think we're done with Esthar. Although we're not done with Esthar because the plot is going to make us come back. There were locations like the air station. We never did go to Odine's laboratory, but we can't go in there yet either. Because he's hanging out at the presidential palace, it looks like. But yeah, we will advance the story and come back to this place later and advance the story even further. And the story is just going to be all over the place. It's going to be crazy, wacky. You'll love it next time.